Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on Crypto. Hope you're having a great day. Got a lot to talk about, a lot to unpack. There's a reason why Bitcoin took a dive today. And the reason why is because, well, the EU decided that they don't want to have any more anonymous transactions involving centralized exchanges. Next, we've got Meta looking like they're probably going to launch their own crypto exchange. We'll get into that. There's a story behind that. FTX is kind of feeling some heat because of their purchase of Storybook Brawl, the makers of Good Luck Games. Gamers are not pleased at all. Like, not a good deal. In some good news, Helium, HNT, the parent company Helium Inc. has received over $200 million in a Series D round and is now valued at $1.2 billion. Good job. Good job. Polkadot, in a major move, is going to take both of their protocols, that one is Acala and the other one is Karura, and they are going to integrate them with Wormhole. Wormhole is a serious bridge between blockchains. So we'll get into that. So let's get back to the EU. The EU is looking to curb anonymous trading on, or anonymous digital asset trading on centralized exchanges. So they've said now, nope, we're not going to allow anonymous trading. Good idea, kind of, I guess. I'm thinking that it's probably going to have a not so good effect. They're thinking that it's going to stop all of those illegal transactions, illicit transactions. But the fact is that illicit transactions happen OTC, right? So I can take an anonymous drive and hand it to somebody, and they've got, whatever's on, not drive, but whatever's on that cold wallet. Here you go. Or hand over keys to a wallet. There you go. There's your wallet. It doesn't actually take a lot to flip all of that coin, however much it is, into different addresses that look legal, whatever. The other part is that it's also not difficult to on-ramp fiat, right? So I understand what they're trying to do. I don't know that this is the right way to go about it, right? I think there are other things that they could do to do a better job at policing. We'll see how that goes, but this is why Bitcoin went from around 48,000 down to 45. I think it's at 45.7 right now. This is why. This is why, a lot of cryptos took a dive today. But I was speaking to one of my friends, and he said, "Well, listen, I'm using 45 as my resistance level, or as my floor. And if it can stay above 45, that's actually good news." Well, it looks like it is staying above 45. It's kind of bouncing around there right now. If it starts to come back up, 45 is going to be a pretty solid floor, and we can look for some serious movement on the upside from a numbers perspective. And yes, I said it like that. Looking at Meta, a couple of days ago, I told you that, Michael Kondudis found, he's an attorney, he's a U.S. patent and trademark attorney, and he has found 8 patents, listed out the numbers of those patents, applications rather. I think that's great for Meta, right? But those patents, when you look at them, start to point toward, oh, you're probably going to go into launching an exchange. That's really what it looks like. I didn't get into it the other day because I'm really looking at it as a heavy-fisted, let's get into this whole crypto technology space, blah, blah, blah. And I still take it as that, but an exchange would be the ultimate, let's muscle our way in kind of a move. When you look at that, okay, cool. They get into the market. They already announced that they're going to bring NFTs to Instagram, kind of following what Twitter did. That's great, sort of, I guess. I think the space is becoming a little bit oversaturated, but that's just me. So that it's going to be interesting to see how Meta plays out their whole strategy on getting into cryptos. They're already in cryptos, obviously leveraging technologies and things like that. But they've got a pretty expansive roadmap based on those patents. So that's going to be something to seriously think about as they move forward. gamers are not pleased with FTX's purchase of Storybook Brawl. They feel like it's another money grab, right? They're not seeing any happy things, and they're not really being responded to right now. I'm hoping that FTX and Storybook Brawl come out and say, hey, look, that's not what this is all about, blah, blah, blah. But, real gamers have been not so happy with the crypto space, and a big move like this is not being received well. And that can be, the sign of things to come if more moves like this are made by other companies. I think there are better opportunities. I announced a few days ago about how I think it's Alien Worlds is building or has built interoperability between their metaverse and Minecraft, because that says that, hey, we're not trying to change Minecraft. We're just trying to bring you more stuff, right? And, bring that interoperability between the two spaces. That, I think, is being received well, or at least not being received the way this is being received. So that's something to contemplate as companies move forward. In a Series D round, Helium Inc. has received $200 million from the likes of, it's being led by Tiger Ventures. It includes Deutsche Telekom, 776 Ventures, which is Alexis Ohanian from Reddit fame, GV, which used to be Google Ventures, and Andreessen Horowitz, to name a few more that are involved in this transaction. I believe Goodyear Ventures is also, yes, the tire manufacturer, is also involved in this. Helium Inc. also announced that they'll be changing their name to Nova Labs. Side note, I used to work in the .com boom. I think it's kind of funny that now, instead of .com, everybody seems to want to put the word labs in their name. So I just find it to be funny. I was speaking with a friend of mine who lives next door. He happens to be a really big time technologist working in the financial institution, and told him he should probably look at Web3 companies, things like that. And he was like, yeah, they probably need guys like me that really know technology and how to maneuver things, do things. And I said, yeah, he's got serious skills. He's got serious skills. So if you're looking for somebody, let me know. I can make the introduction, small fee, but really strong. And when I say financial institutions, I mean, he's a big boy. He really is a big boy. But back to Helium. Helium is actually a really good project. It's a really good project, like what they're doing. Cool. Do your own research. Not going to do it for you. In some cases, I'm not going to do it for you. But in this case, that's not what it's all about. They're a good project. And I was speaking with Frank about the valuation of this company. It's now valued at $1.2 billion. But the money that they received is not for vaporware, like in the .com boom era. It's for what they've already done and what they're going to do. So take a step back and understand, in the .com boom and bust, subsequent bust, you had a lot of companies getting a lot of money, getting crazy valuations for vaporware, software that doesn't exist, or, what people thought were going to be good ideas. Oh, it's going to be the next best thing. And then that was it. In this case, you got a lot of companies that are getting big money for achieving certain things and for saying we have a roadmap to achieve more. So some of this money is going to be to grow the team over at Nova Labs. That's a big deal. So, kudos to them for making that happen. Really, kudos to them. I'm not a holder. I have a few friends that are holders of HNT, and, I really do like it. I just didn't put my money into it only because I think there are other places where I can make more money holding, with those coins versus, this particular blockchain. Looking at Polkadot getting involved with Wormhole, let's go over what blockchains are already integrated with Wormhole. They've got 8 blockchains that are already integrated. You're talking about Ethereum, Solana, Avalanche, Polygon, and Binance, just to name a few. And now here's Polkadot, another strong layer 1. And you sit there and you go, wow, Wormhole has become some serious connective tissue in what they're doing, how they're doing it. And this cross-chain technology, so long as they can maintain security and all that other good stuff, is awesome. It's awesome. So being involved with Polkadot, or Polkadot being involved with Wormhole, I'm now expecting some big things from Polkadot with regard to what they're doing and how they're doing it, right? With different chains being able to speak with each other, think about how that plays out in the future. I've given you some news about how things are playing out right now. The EU's decision affected things right now. And I think it's going to lead toward a lot of maneuver, a lot of brain drain, because why would I want to be in Europe if Europe's, not going to treat, for the most part, not going to treat crypto in a good way, or crypto use in a good way, because I think it impedes on different levels of privacy. I really do. I've paid my taxes. I got some crypto. Why are you bothering me? Now besides that, retail is moving toward crypto. I'll be able to go to a store, buy something, pay in crypto from an anonymous tool, right? Yeah, because it's most likely going to be an OTC transaction. I'm not going to have to go unless that store has their wallet on a centralized exchange. I'm most likely going to wind up paying somebody directly or company directly into a private wallet if they're smart. So there's a lot of stuff that you can do with that, with that money. So just saying, there are different ways on how they could have handled that. It's going to be interesting to see what the long-term effects are going to be. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. And if I'm wrong, I'll tell you. You'll know. I mean, it won't be small news. If I'm wrong, if it plays out the way they want it to play out, which I just don't see it, right? It's not hard to create, anonymous but non-anonymous addresses, right? Identities to get addresses and maneuver money. Coinbase, I reported on March 7th, Coinbase found over 25,000 crypto addresses used for nefarious reasons in Russia alone. And they weren't even digging that deep. So it's not hard to obtain addresses, maneuver money through those addresses, put them someplace else. You're off to the races. But let's get to the numbers real quick, because I think that's a little bit more telling. If you're looking at Bitcoin, again, you're looking at Bitcoin. Now it's at 45.8. A little while ago it was at 45.7. I'm hoping it stays above 45. Looking at the fear and greed index, 52. We're at 50 or 51 yesterday. We're at 52 today. I'm pretty sure tomorrow will probably drop, but you're still healthily in the neutral zone. General crypto in the red. You also have, that's my dog and that's my daughter greeting my dog. You also have other coins that are just saying, we're going to fight, we're going to buck the trend. Solana bucking the trend, Algo bucking the trend. Nothing in deep positive. I mean, everybody's dropped today a little bit, and now they're starting to come back with some positive moves. So it is what it is. Just looking around, I'm sitting back and I'm saying, okay, all right, there's nothing really, really nuts. Theta Networks, don't know a lot about that project. I put them here because I've heard some good stuff about the project, but I haven't done my own research yet, so I'm not holding that yet, right? Looking at VeChain in past 7 days, up 34%. In the past 24 hours, down 7.47%. Not a lot of fun right there, so something to think about. But I just think that everything is an opportunity right now, because you have a lot of strong projects that are far off their highs that you can make money on. So it's something that I keep going, yeah, you know what? I'm going to look into that one. Pocket Network is something else that I look at, down today 12.5%. Yeesh. But you're up in the past 7 days 25%. Do I think this is going to come back in a short period of time? Yes. So if I was going to get in, this is where I would get in at a dollar. I could drop a few $100, wait a little while. It'll come back 10%, and you'll see what happens. Let's take a look at winners and losers. You've got, a lot of losers. The lowest here is 7%. So you've got Pocket Network that's dropped 12%. It's like I was pointing out before. Who else is on here that I was looking at? Immutable X is down 9%. Aave is down 9%. You're talking about strong projects that are down right now that you can probably get in on later on. VeChain, 7%. Again, Loopring down 7%. I'm not touching Loopring. Nope. I'd touch Immutable X, not touching Loopring. Not going to happen with me. Let's see, is anybody else in here? ApeCoin down, but ApeCoin is at $12. Just saying. Came in before and it was higher, and now it's at $8. Just something to pay attention to. Who's up? This project, I don't know this project, but I touched on it a little bit, and it piqued my interest. I'm kind of interested to find out more about them. 30% move. That's kind of giving me something to think about. Let's see. There's Acala up 10%. Is there, what else is Theta Fuel? Yeah, whatever. As we already spoke about that. Is there anything else? Yeah, nothing else. Theta Network, 4%. Again, my my rule. There's a 5% rule, and if you're hovering in that 5% range, I'm not going to care that much. But do your own research. Take notes on a day-to-day basis to get the rhythm of whatever projects you're working on, and look at that. I never switched over to what I was showing you, so I was looking at the numbers and didn't show it. I'm really sorry. We'll just go through it again. Just looking at the numbers again. On the downside, your lowest number is 7. So there are some opportunities here for things that are gonna pop up again. Looking at at a Pocket Network at less at about $1. To me, I'd probably get in for $1. Get in, see how it moves. It's gonna go back up again, and you're talking about a 10% drop or 12% drop right now. Probably go up 10, somewhere between 10 and 20%. In the next couple of weeks. I think that would be my thought process in getting in. You have other things on the good side that are there. Cool, but all right. Let's just go back to the big picture. Big picture, things are not looking well. Everybody's in the red. Bitcoin is still above 45, like I'm showing you here, because I didn't show you before. So sorry, my apologies. But I'm looking at a fear and greed index at 52. Yesterday was at a 51. It's still in a neutral zone where we were experiencing greed before at 60, just the other day. Now we're down at 50, at 52 now. You can see Bitcoin, how it had stair-stepped up. EU came out with their news and it has stair-stepped down, but it stopped at 45. So I'm thinking it might bounce here for a little while. And all you need is just a little bit of good news, and I think it'll shoot up again. And we might see a stair step above that 48 number again. Cardano also took a hit today. They're down from 300 million on the total value locked, down to 246. So that's kind of a big deal. What is that saying? Well, people took their money out. They're down 18%. I think that's going to go up again, right? They've been above 300. They've been above almost 80 million in the past few days, and all of a sudden they're down 20%. I think it'll go back up. I really do. Let's see. Sunday swap down 13%. Min swap down 16, almost 17%. And you can kind of see why that's happening. If you look at the big picture, you're looking at 20 billion. No, that's the NFTs, my bad. Let's go back. All right, you're looking at 222 billion overall, which is down 1.91%. Yeah, okay. I mean, just look at the chart. I mean, you're not. I mean, these are highs right here. So you're still in a very striking distance of moving up even higher. So that's what I'm looking for. Again, do your own research. You can gather research from a lot of different people like me that are trying to share with you what they've seen in the news, that they think they're going to affect things. You can gather information from these talking heads that are just Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin. I'm not a Bitcoin bro. Obviously I love Bitcoin, but I'm not going to preach, hodl. Sometimes I'm going to tell you, take some freaking profit. I'm just saying, because I know I'm going to take some profit every now and then just because it's sound business movements. But do your own research, gather your information, understand the rhythm of the projects that are out there, look at who's investing in what and why. and you might be able to get in on some of that action and move forward. Anyway, this is Eddie J on crypto. Do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Really gives me power to actually move forward. I'm not sponsored by anybody. It's just me and my companies. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you know when I'm going to drop another video. Hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.